Another suicide off Pasadena's Colorado Street Bridge today.
The controversy continues around this iconic Colorado Street Bridge in Pasadena after yet another suicide only days after the city put up this fencing to stop people from jumping.
Too many people have been killing themselves at that famous Colorado Street Bridge. They call it Suicide Bridge.
More than 100 people have fallen to their death since it was constructed back in 1912.
Yeah, neighbors say they're really traumatized by all the deaths that have happened here at this iconic bridge.
They noticed a spike in suicide last spring.
Suicide, the 28th here in the past decade.
This is the 7th suicide off this bridge since March.
The morbidly nicknamed Suicide Bridge.
Here we are on the Colorado Street Bridge, and we're here because there have been a number of suicides.
In all, since the bridge was built back in 1913, 150 people have jumped from it, causing some to refer to it as Suicide Bridge.
We're standing here in Pasadena, California, outside of, well, technically it's inside of beautiful Los Angeles. It's a huge city. But right behind me is a structure known as the Colorado Street Bridge. A lot of people use it every day to commute to and from work. As you see right now while we're filming this monologue, there are people and cars passing by. But what I'm thinking about right now is, do all these people that cross the bridge know that over 100 people have committed suicide by actually jumping from this bridge to their deaths? This structure is known locally as the Suicide Bridge because beginning in 1919 with the first suicide that happened here, over 100 people have killed themselves by jumping off of the bridge. I don't really know why this has happened here and why so many people have chosen this specific bridge to commit suicide, because there are a ton of bridges in LA. I mean, I'm talking a massive amount. But for some reason, this structure has become a magnet of suicide and death. And people with depression and anxiety and other types of issues have all come here to end their lives. Does it have something to do with the area? Maybe a powerful energy that's here? I don't really know because we don't have the answers to many of these questions. But on tonight's episode of the Paranormal Files, we are bringing you guys to a location that a lot of you DM'd me about. A lot of you asked Peyton and I to come investigate. So since we're staying here in Pasadena, we decided, okay, what the hell? Let's do the Suicide Bridge. We're really gonna hop right to it because we don't want to be out here too long before someone can shut us down for filming. We're actually splitting this up into a 2-night investigation. We have stuff to do later tonight and appointments to keep with people, so we can't investigate both halves of this case right now. But just tonight, we're gonna walk right behind us onto this bridge and try to investigate. Now, we have a microphone. It should be blocking out a lot of the audio, but Peyton, you want to pan over there? We're literally right next to the freeway, which is insanely loud. I could barely even hear Peyton talking to me from inside the car. So we're gonna try our best to get evidence here, but it's not really an ideal location for capturing any sort of phenomenon, just because of, just like that, the amount of traffic that's around. I have with me right here a new spirit box that we've been using on this trip. A lot of you guys like when we use this thing, so we're gonna head out onto the bridge and see if we can get any intelligent responses through this. Disclaimer, we don't really believe heavily in the spirit box, but we're always willing to experiment and investigate the paranormal further, especially in a place like this where EVPs are virtually impossible to capture. I also have an EMF meter right here, and we have our thermal camera that we're gonna use when we get out there to scan the area below the bridge. So, without further ado, Peyton's arm is dying. Let's head to the Suicide Bridge and check it out. Look at right here, upon approaching the bridge, we got the suicide crisis line. I mean, that's literally just like a testament to the fact that there is something happening here. So we're walking onto the bridge right now. So if you notice, first off, just upon getting to the bridge, this giant fence right here, they actually put this up a little while ago to deter people from killing themselves here on the bridge. Now, I know that sounds macabre and like something from a film or a story, but there are a lot of bridges like this in the world where for some reason they become magnets for suicide. And the people here are worried about it because it keeps happening no matter what they do and what they tell people. That's why they have the suicide prevention sign, these massive gates that you can't climb over. And the park that's underneath the bridge is actually really new as well, and that's where we're going to be doing the second half of this investigation on another night. For some reason, this area is just filled with an energy, but let's just keep walking. I assume, from face value, that this area right here would have been one of the preferred jumping spots. Peyton, if you want to show this, you can see there's an elevated step right here where someone could potentially have climbed up and then taken the final leap. What do you think? You want to investigate a bit right here? Okay, so now we're kind of on a more centralized part of the bridge. We've walked down, and I'm going to turn on the EMF meter right here. I'll just set this right here. To anybody that sadly took their life here on the Colorado Street Bridge, my name is Colin. I'm here with Peyton, the love of my life, and I feel bad for you, and I feel sad, and I don't know why you did what you did, but we tonight are here to talk to you and hear you out and hear your story. So if you have anything to say or anything left to say to maybe a loved one or somebody you knew, feel free to come out and use your voice and talk to us here. Is there anybody here with us? Maybe flicker one of these lights. Could you turn one of these lights off? Let's keep walking.
Is that a hit?
Yeah, did you see that?
Yeah.
That was weird.
Mm-hmm.
Is there anybody here with us? Can you turn off or on one of these lights around me here? Now that would be truly freaky if one of these lights actually went out.
Yeah.
If only. We're kind of at a more centralized part of the bridge now. I just noticed that there are like really weird black bars on the camera.
I thought that was the shadow from the light.
No.
The fence. It's not?
No. I brightened the footage up a little bit so they're less prevalent, but yeah, there were black bars. I don't know why.
Is it gonna be okay, or are you still gonna put it in?
Yeah, just kind of weird. Could be the type of light bulb, I guess, but I've never seen it happen on this camera.
No, usually on the other one, but not one that's this good.
Yeah. You want to turn on the spirit box?
Yes. Yeah. Is there anybody still here with us on the bridge? I mean, I don't know why we'd get anything from up here, you know, because they would have died down there.
That's what I'm thinking.
When did you die? Why did you do it?
Shame. It sounded like it said shame.
Yeah, that was pretty.
Why'd you do it? Shame.
Yeah, that was actually.
I hadn't heard that voice in the circle yet.
Mm-mm. And it's usually just like a piece of a word, and you don't really get to hear the whole word.
Mm-hmm. Kind of interesting. Well, the bridge is haunted by douchebags as well.
This is like giving me anxiety being up here, I'm not gonna lie.
So what are your thoughts on that?
I just don't think that people's energy would be up here at the top. I think it'd be at the bottom. What do you think? I mean, I think it's really sad that people came somewhere like this to end their life. It's such a beautiful bridge, and just to know it's like probably the last thing people saw before they died is really depressing.
So, because Peyton and I both are thinking that obviously someone killed themselves here, the act of dying would have taken place at the bottom of the bridge where the bodies, as gruesome as that sounds, would have landed. We're gonna head back tonight, call it a night, and in a few days we're gonna return to the bottom of the bridge, deep in the underbelly underneath this area, to a place that really hasn't been investigated by people before. We're some of the first ever to investigate that land. We'll see if we can get more answers just by heading down below. So we're standing right now underneath the Colorado Street Bridge at an area known as the Desiderio Park. This is a new park that has opened recently within the last couple of years. And initially, when this park opened, a lot of people were actually against the thought of this park. They were worried that the bathrooms would attract a homeless clientele. They were worried that rowdy people from the Rose Bowl would come down. And they were also concerned about the suicides that occur regularly from that very bridge that you see behind us in the background. It's still on this very ground where we're standing right now, where the people who did jump from the bridge back in the day lost their lives. This is where they ended. We were up on top of the bridge the other day. We were joined once again by two of our brand new friends. I'll introduce them right after this. And Peyton, real quickly, what does it feel like to be here?
You know, it's just kind of, it's just kind of haunting because you can see.
Turn on?
I think so.
Which one?
It was a street light not on this bridge, but the one over there. But I think it's kind of haunting because you can look right up there and know that that's where at least 100 people spent the last moments of their lives. And now that it's a park, I think that's kind of, you know, it's beautiful because many people probably wouldn't know why this park is here, but apparently it's to discourage people from jumping.
They've taken something negative and transformed it into something positive, and it's really nice. But we've got our EMF meters and our spirit box. We tried it on top of the bridge. We're going to try it down here one more time. We haven't actually been into the park area yet. We're actually, if you see, we show that area right there. We're standing at the actual very beginning of the park. So without further ado, it's about that time. Let's head on in. Once again, you guys want to reintroduce yourselves?
Of course. I'm Shane.
And I'm Evelyn.
And we're here today to join our friends Colin and Peyton to just really see if it is real and try and feel something.
What do you feel?
I just honestly feel sad because I feel like a lot of people felt like it was necessary to take their lives and they maybe couldn't handle their day to day and they just felt the only option was to jump. And that to me is really unfortunate.
And you guys started this week as fans of the show.
Yes.
Then attended the fan meetup. We all became good friends.
Yeah.
And now you're a part of the show. How's that feel?
Very surreal.
Honestly, like, the internet does amazing things, but it's an honor, like, to even be friends with you guys.
Oh, shush. I don't know if we will have posted our last investigation yet, but that was crazy, wasn't it?
Dude.
Yeah, I'm still actually a little freaked about it, for sure.
Good way to start the night, but...
I can't promise the same activity here.
Yeah.
We're gonna see what we get.
Hey,
what kind of emotions?
If they're open to revealing themselves to us, we're open to listen. So
it's
Perfect.
2 different kinds of energies, though. See you
My
later,
friend,
guys.
I've got this for you.
Let's go.
That was perfect. I mean, it was literally right there where people jumped.
It does have kind of a dark, like the bridge itself just looks kind of, yeah, I feel like it. See how this light is out?
Mm-hmm.
I just looked over there at that hotel. Oh, see that light flashing? You see that? Top right corner, the light flickered on and then just flickered out again.
What just happened? Sorry, I don't know if I can hear you on this because we don't have the shotgun mic.
I just looked up at that window up there at the top of the hotel, and we've had a lot of lighting issues this trip. Oh, just turn on again. Oh, see, look at. But the moment that I looked up at it, it turned on, and then we're talking about it. It's doing the same thing, but that's California, I guess. Turn this way, babe. So, like I was saying before to these guys, over 100 recorded suicides here on the bridge. A lot, I mean, I'm assuming right here, we're about under the bridge at this point. Oh, that street light did turn off and on. There it is.
Wait, which one?
Yeah. Debunked. You can see right here that we're actually directly underneath the bridge now. So I'm just gonna say let's hit the lights and we can do some EVP work. We're gonna run the spirit box, see if we can record any EMF spikes, but hit it.
There we go.
I can take the camera.
Not quite as dark.
I'm gonna go infrared so I can see everybody properly. So to whoever is here, if there's anybody in this area who died by jumping off of the Colorado Street Bridge, my name is Colin. I'm here with
Peyton.
Shane.
Evelyn.
And we're here to talk to you right now. We genuinely would love to hear your voice. If there's anybody here, could you possibly try to turn off one of these lamps around us?
It's unfortunate that there's cars and like sprinklers, you know, and all the ambient noise, because I feel like we'd actually be able to capture some interesting EVPs if it weren't for like the sheer loudness, you know. Like it's actually pretty loud right now, as opposed to the tunnel we were just in, where it's so quiet. You'd hear like a pin drop and the echo was just insane. This is just like, which makes me think about all the other places that are haunted, but you just can't really feel it because of how loud it is.
Is anybody here? Would anyone like to communicate?
It's crazy that these are both like so zero, and then in the tunnel, you know, it was like there, and then your zoom went off. It's like.
I don't know why, but I just feel like I looked over here and I saw like an orb, and I just feel like it's just like there's very powerful presence.
Over here?
Yeah. I almost feel like maybe if they're coming onto the bridge, they're not going to want to walk out to the middle, because the further they walk out, the more noticeable they are.
Well, let's go walk over there. Where are you feeling it from?
It's kind of like right over here.
Weird that there's no EM spikes at all. Well, if you're feeling like it's coming towards you, why don't you ask it a question?
Is that you? I just feel like my chest is like super heavy. Almost as if like when they jumped, you know, they landed on their chest, and I just feel like a really heavy weight.
Wanna walk over there?
Yeah.
This is like undeveloped grass and dirt.
It's weird that they're just kind of like, of all areas, the area right underneath the bridge is the area they kind of decided not to touch. Almost as if like it would be disrespectful to move anything.
Yeah, I didn't know that it was like this until we just walked over here. Kind of interesting.
I almost hear like a whisper. It was like a.
It's definitely like, it's just weird. It's just so empty. No one around. We're in central LA. So we're down here underneath the bridge. Interestingly enough, like he was saying, dirt. The one undeveloped area in the park really is kind of where the tragedy would have happened, if you imagine, as gruesome as that sounds, the trajectory of someone's body. So, since we're standing here, I'm going to turn on the spirit box. Once again, we don't really believe in spirit boxes, but since you guys at home like these experiments, we're just going to run one and see if we can catch anything. If you died here, we're being very respectful of you and are not passing judgment on your actions. We'd just like to hear your voice. So can you say hello to us or say hi, hey?
Sounds weird.
Say hello if you're here, please.
Why does it sound weird?
It's like how I said, look.
It's kind of weird, yeah.
Can you tell us your name if you are a person that's here? That sounded weird. Here, I'll let you hold it.
Yeah, it was a man's voice. I heard like Felix or something like that.
If you came here because you lost the love of your life, Sheila, say yes.
That's how they said it hurt.
I heard that.
Why did you do it?
I heard hate.
Why did you kill yourself?
B words.
What?
I heard B words.
What B word are you referring to? Is it a person? What B word are you referring to?
I don't. It's like dying. Do you think it's like draining? Like the battery's draining?
It is odd though.
If you jumped from this bridge, please let us know that you're here.
I don't know what that said, but it was like,
It's like she repeated it.
What year is it? Is it what you thought it would be like?
that was really clear.
That's weird.
And
Yeah.
there's over multiple. B, another B word, beautiful.
Maybe they were trying to say that it's gone from something maybe bloody to something beautiful.
Very interesting, yeah.
That's the B words that they're trying to say. 'Cause it's more than one. Maybe in the past it used to be haunted because there was no one here to occupy it with good energy, and now that they've occupied it with good energy, like maybe these spirits are actually able to be free and not feel so just drained. What B word are you referring to?
Coming in here, we said beautiful, it's beautiful, it's beautiful, this is a beautiful area. We said
that's
beautiful
true.
like 30 times, and of all words for that thing to say, that's like the word we said the most. So it's like it was maybe around us.
Was life here on Earth beautiful? When you play this back, hear the beginning and see it if you heard it is.
Okay.
I'm not sure if I heard that.
Will do.
Was life here on Earth beautiful?
I'm gonna put my energy into this device, so please, if you're here, just use your voice and speak to us. sounds like it sounds like yeah. I heard happiness. Why don't you just tell me how this park makes you feel? Does it feel good?
I heard peace. It's weird. I usually don't like it.
Underneath, and most of the time when it got super loud, like you don't hear anything. I've heard a tale of like a lady jumping off this bridge with her baby. Have you heard about that? That apparently a lady jumped off with her baby and that she fell but hit a tree and died, but the baby somehow lived.
No way.
I don't know. I've heard it, but I don't know if it's real.
Babies survive falls because their bones haven't hardened all the way yet. They're mostly cartilage, and so they like literally bounce. Like they don't break their bones really.
Very interesting.
Baby knowledge.
Damn.
That's how they squeeze out of that tiny hole.
Yeah, exactly. No, that's literally why. Because they have to like, it's not
So that's how they do
totally
that.
hardened.
Well, we've been here a while now. We got some interesting spirit box responses, but no hits on the EMF meters, and nobody responded to my lighting request, sadly. Even though I'd love to see that, I'm still going to be watching if you're listening to me. From here in Pasadena, this is one of our last videos we're shooting here in beautiful Los Angeles. We love the city, we love the people just like these guys. And it's been a really good night so far, but we're gonna head back to the Airbnb, which is not haunted. We were supposed to be in a haunted Airbnb tonight, but that did not work out. From all of us once again, dude, let me get out of this damn shadow. From all of us here in Pasadena, it's been a freaking great night. We've done a lot of cool stuff, and I just want to say at the very end that we're sending out the most respect possible from everybody here in our group to any of the spirits or energies that might be here still, just because we don't judge you. We're passing no judgment whatsoever, and we just hope that you're at peace. At least I do. I think you guys would agree with me on that. But thanks for watching, everybody. Be sure to subscribe if you like this episode. Just like the video, because a lot of times people don't like the videos, but they watch them. I see you. And as always, it's Colin.
And Peyton.
Evelyn.
And Shane.
And as always, guys, stay spooky. Hello.